The following program contains nudity.
He's not wearing any pants!
I'm not! Sexual content. Stop that! Highly suggestive dialogue.
Do it! You're not wearing any pants! Do it!
Shut up! Shut up! And intense violence. What the f***?
And coarse language.
Parental discretion is advised.
It's 9 o'clock on a Friday night, so grab a seat and you just might see something really great. You've got the time, it's not too late to watch a show that will give you laughs and chills and thrills. There's nothing that they haven't tried, 'cause everything tastes great when it's deep fried. So lock your doors and sit right down. There is no better place to go, 'cause it's time for the Not So Late Show.
In the gutter?
Uh-huh. Always in the gutter. How are you?
So how come you got Diet Peach, but high test raspberry?
They didn't have Diet Raspberry, and I really like the raspberry.
I really like the raspberry too.
Mm-hmm.
I also like the heart attack it almost gives me. Because caffeine.
Oh,
Heart no like caffeine.
really?
JJ like caffeine. Heart no like caffeine.
Is
Yay
it
getting older.
Is it just the delivery method?
I don't know.
Like, if you drink coffee, do you drink coffee?
No,
Like, are you saying coffee doesn't do it to you, or no, you don't drink coffee?
I don't drink coffee.
Okay.
Yeah,
Tea does it to you.
it does.
Soda?
Some chocolates do too. Yes.
Chocolate doesn't have enough caffeine in... It doesn't.
It is if you're sensitive to it.
It's not a lot. It really, no.
I
Like,
can't help-
like that bun has more caffeine than...
Oh, speaking of button, I got this for you because I saw what it was and I don't know if it's any good.
Ooh, Hawaiian style sweet rolls. Ooh,
don't know if they're
Hawaiian
any-
style.
I don't know if they're any good.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
But like, are you asking me to like eat one right now?
Well, if you want.
I-
Can you make a Chinese sandwich out of it?
I probably could, but I'm just gonna stick with the Chinese for now and make an actual sandwich later.
No, I thought you can put some chicken on it. You can make a chicken sandwich.
I could, but it's already breaded.
So,
It's pre-breaded, right?
yeah, but
Sandwiches are like that.
All right, am I really doing this right now?
I don't know. Are you
What?
Want a plate?
I think I kind of do. I feel like
not giving in to peer pressure at all?
Yeah, I feel like.
Oh wait, are they pre-split?
Thank God this isn't meth, because now I'd be doing meth on TV next.
Ooh, they are pre-split.
Stupid peer pressure. Thank you. Leftover from deep fried four times ago.
Oh, that's just your own streaking.
Yeah. So, all right. So,
Are you gonna put lo mein on it too?
I think we gotta. Well,
Hey, if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it.
we gotta put chicken on this, all right? So we're gonna chicken this up and make sure they're nice and saucy.
Saucy.
Yep. So there you go. Top it with that, and then lo mein is like Chinese cheese, right?
String cheese?
Yeah. It's Chinese string cheese. This is how this works, right? And
Look at it's your creation. Go for it.
we're not putting any vegetables on this one. We're gonna just stack
What
that.
the two whopping pieces of broccoli?
I like them on their own.
Broccoli.
Broccoli. Yo, broccoli.
Meg.
Yeah.
So how's your week while you assemble the Avengers here?
I worked just constantly,
Cool.
forever. No, not great. I gave the puppy a bath the other day.
Hooray!
She did not like it, but she
Aw.
smells like new puppy now. She's great.
Like just born or
Well, I mean, probably not just born, but she has that new puppy smell.
is that a thing? Like a new car? Like
It is.
got that-
Puppies.
got
Puppies smell different than dogs. They do.
All right.
I don't know how to describe it, but they do.
I don't know how to take it either. So.
That's what she said. All right.
Oh.
So. Not bad.
How's the sweet roly
Now
taste?
deep fry it.
Maybe in December.
Deep fryer's in the other room.
Maybe in a few minutes.
Just a lot of starch.
Well, obviously. But it is a chicken sandwich now. So,
What type of chicken?
Sesame.
so
Chicken sandwich.
General Tso's chicken with sesame seeds on it,
General
Basically.
Sesame chicken sandwich.
right?
They're pretty good.
But now compared, no, go ahead,
I
Rob.
was just gonna say, could you do a whole food truck around that?
You can do a food truck around anything.
Pretty much.
Let's be honest. So now, compared to King's Hawaiian sweet rolls, what would you rate this against that?
I'd need to have them side by side.
Which means, even though you can't say,
We need
it's
to have
still
a
not
roll-up.
it's still not enough of a difference to say, oh, that's definitely better, or this is
Right.
definitely worse, or
Well, I'm also eating
delicious.
sugary chicken on it.
Sugar chicken.
So, like, I think I need to, like, take a bite of a roll, wash it down.
There's 7 more.
Well, no.
Oh.
Side by side.
Oh.
Because I think just on its own, it's not going to necessarily give me the information I need.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you like it anyway.
It's good. It's good. So, like I said, I gave the puppy a bath. She did not care for that at all.
Did she try to gnaw your arm off?
No, she just does that for fun.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Did she try to gnaw your leg off?
She just does that for fun.
Also?
Yes.
Oh. What'd she try to gnaw off out of anger?
Nothing yet.
While you sleep, Brad.
Pretty much.
Oh, I
well,
can see it right there. She got you.
Yeah, or... Yeah. A little bit. She likes...
Good dog.
She likes to do puppy kisses.
With
But
her
she's
teeth.
moved... Yes, that's basically it. It's basically like... Nip, 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 and it's like, ow!
Well, just remember, you got to give her things to chew on, or else she's going to chew on you for the rest of her existence.
Yeah.
It is. His face.
Yeah. She has plenty of stuff to chew on. She's got
That's good.
stuffed animals and bones and
Your
treats
face.
in my face and a glove.
And a car tire, and
She still eats dirt.
because she's a puppy. That's what puppies do. That's how they learn. That's how babies learn. They put things in their mouth and like, oh, that was horrible.
No, she keeps doing it.
Oh,
She likes dirt.
so she doesn't learn. Well, we still love her all the same because even though she's a little different,
It's
that's
true.
what makes her special.
And I go home every day, and she's just utterly just like, she's like, I thought you'd never come home! Just kind of funny.
It's true. What? Am I moving that much?
Yeah, you are moving that much.
All right.
Well, then just make it wider and
I
be
am.
done with it.
Yeah. And then he's going home. So that's about, I have nothing else of interest to report. It's really, really been nothing. Nothing at all. It's like I did nothing at all.
Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Stupid sexy
Six
Brad.
Flanders.
But is
Nah.
your workshop warm?
Yes, it is. It's 39 degrees right now. It's probably warmer than that.
Have you started any part of that project yet?
A little bit.
Define a little bit.
Priming and cleaning and priming
Priming what?
parts.
Ah.
Yes.
Do you have the entire thing?
No,
Oh.
Just-
What part do you have?
the tail,
Like, what part of the tail?
the whole tail,
Like just the, or like the,
the
to like up to where the fuselage is? or-
basically, yeah. So
What is this?
Nothing else that'll look great buried standing up in his front yard.
Or it'd be a great conversation piece as we put it out at the road and people are like, what the?
It's a mailbox. Shut up.
exactly.
Well, if this doesn't come out to
It's a wind
anything,
vane.
it will be a mailbox. Or weather vane would be cool too.
That too. All right. So what's the tech news? Because I really have nothing else. Oh, do you have something?
No.
No, he told me earlier he's got like nothing.
Oh,
But since somebody doesn't answer their text messages in a timely
It's
manner,
going to be a quick 90 minutes.
quick, painful 90 minutes. Hold on, it's loading. It's loaded. I
Okay.
lied, it's not
Talk
loaded.
about the Martian rover
I got
that's
it
no
now.
longer working.
it's very sad.
I actually have that as a story somewhere.
Dang it.
Well, quit ruining it,
No,
Rob.
because then when I don't have stories, and you're like, how can you not have that story?
Right now he has every story, except he doesn't have every story. He only has a few things.
That's true. All right, so this is just a helpful tip from your friends at the Not So Late Show. If you or someone you know has a drone,
Okay.
there's new FAA regulations.
Are we
that-
obligated to put in awkward pauses? Was that like the secret word? We were waiting for the slime to come down from the ceiling.
I don't know.
The secret word is drone.
Are we playing Password now? Yeah, that's
Maybe.
right.
I wish I knew the.
That's right, an 80s reference.
I wish I knew the theme song to that so I could just hum it.
It's not that impressive. It's all.
It's like
No, that'd be more 70s. This was 80s. So
Okay.
it's all synth. I don't know what that was. It sounded like a cat that was high on catnip, but all right.
That was all 80 cents.
That's very
Yeah.
true, too. So anyway, if you
Oh!
have it. What?
I do have one other thing.
Okay.
People at
Almost
home,
got a story out, folks. Was that close.
listen, we need to kill some time.
No, we need to kill a lot of time.
How about tell the story and then let him kill time after we tell the story that Jay's already got?
Well, but he reminded me. I'm going to forget
All
otherwise.
right, go for it.
All right, so if I can find it.
Oh, sure. When he does it, it's fine. When I do
Yep.
it, you're killing time, dead air. Ah.
It's true. No, so I reserved a cat a while back. Meow.
Okay.
Meow. Well, it's a leopard Bengal cat.
Because evidently you can reserve cats.
You can. And the litter was born, and I get to pick them up April 2nd. Cute. You can't see it at home. It's little tiny, like, spotted cats nursing.
Yeah, they're little tiny fur balls
Uh-huh.
with barely distinguishable feet and a tail.
Basically. I get
many
to
are
pick them
there?
up April 2nd.
How many are you getting?
One.
Oh, okay.
Just
Well,
one.
no, I thought you said them. That's why I was like,
Yeah.
2?
No. I
kitty
get-
needs someone
I
to
get
play with
pick
and
him
not-
up April 2nd.
Oh. I was going to say, kitty needs someone to play with, and not the dog who's going to treat it like a, what's the word, ragdoll?
Right.
Toy.
Yeah. No, we're going to have to, I'm probably going to get some sort of, like, playpen for the cat to start.
Cute.
Yeah. So I'm very excited about that. It's been a while since I've had a cat.
Yeah, because they're not going to be able to jump that high yet.
Yeah.
I still might have that, I don't know if I still have that white fence from when I used to have my rabbit. Mm-hmm. It's about that high.
That might work.
I have to see if I still have it.
Yeah, it's going to be a careful introduction because the puppy's obviously going to be bigger and older.
Puppy?
Puppy. Still be a puppy at that point. So I have to carefully introduce them, and my hope is that they become best of friends and playmates and keep each other occupied.
So I have a question.
I have an answer.
How the hell did an FAA story remind you of a cat? And drones. How did a drone story remind you of your cat? Where is the 6 degrees of bacon in that one?
I'll read it again.
I didn't even read anything. I just said if you or someone you know happens to own a drone, and that was the end of it. And it triggered a story about your cat. I need to know the 6 degrees of bacon on this.
I really can't recreate that magic for you. I have no clue how that... There was some sort of trigger word in there. I don't know what it was. But at the time, in my head, it like connected all the dots.
Hold on,
I have like synesthesia for news stories.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds terminal. No, I now want to create the 6 degrees of bacon
Okay, well...
to get from a drone to your cat.
Okay.
I don't know how to even start. So
Okay.
drone has 5 words, or 5 letters.
Okay.
FAA has 3 letters.
Okay.
Cat has 3 letters.
No.
No, it does.
Well, yeah, yes, it does, but that wasn't the connection.
But Bangle and drone have 6 and 5 letters respectively, so it's not that.
I'm gonna go out counting letters.
Regulations, reserved, email.
I don't think we said email.
Okay, reservations and reserved.
Did you say anything like that?
Notification. No, that's what you said. You said you had reserved.
Yeah, I didn't say that.
You didn't say that?
No,
No.
you did.
I did. Yes, I did.
Yeah, I don't know how the hell you pulled that magic out.
We need instant replay for this show.
I just like to have stereo or high def.
No. Uh-huh.
I mean, either one of those things would be cool. Mm-hmm. All right, so while we just marvel at the magic that is Brad's brain, let's start with this story, period. So, as of February 23rd, there's going to be a directive that the FAA put out that's going to require drones to display their registration numbers externally.
Okay.
So if you don't do that, guys in black suits will come and kick your ass. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to have to mark the ID number on the drone's body.
You can't do it. So before, you used to be able to mark it underneath the battery
As
cover.
long as you didn't need anything to take the battery cover off.
Anything special. But they're
Well,
saying...
define special. I mean, if you don't have anything on you, then anything is special. Like, oh, we need a
Pretty much.
screwdriver.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
That's,
So, well, the
that's
whole
now
thing
special.
is now not even that is allowed. because they don't want, like, what if someone is trying to do something? They're basically trying to say, like, what if there's a terrorist there?
We're doing this. We shot it down. Now we want to know who owns it.
And then you touch it, and then it goes off, or something like that.
Explodes.
So they just want to be able to see from the outside who owns it, etc.
Yeah. The FAA created its mandatory drone registration back in 2015, though a court struck it down in May 2017. But then the registration regulations were reinforced later that year when the National Defense Authorization Act in 2018 became law. So, yay, government.
So who the hell knows what's going on anymore?
When the FAA initially established the program, it said drone owners could house the ID number within the battery compartment as long as tools weren't required to open it.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. So, moving on from there. We haven't played video games in a while. Well, I haven't played video games in a long time. Never mind, we're going back, kids.
No.
Everyone jump in the back seat.
That story.
That is a great story.
I'm trying to figure out, like, the true logic of that, right?
Of the ID number being on the on the hull? Mm-hmm. It's like I said. All these assholes have these drones by airports, which are pissing a lot of people off. So when they finally are just like, yeah, we're shooting that bitch down, and now we're going to see who it's registered to.
Right.
Period. But here's the flip side of that coin.
If you're irresponsible, you're not going to put the number on there to begin with.
Yeah. It's like everything else. It's like gun ownership. It's
right.
like, oh, well, we're going to put all these laws. Well, all the law-abiding people are going to do it. Are going to abide by it.
I promise you, those aren't going to be the ones you're going to find shut down by an airport.
All the bad people are not going to pay attention to laws and do whatever they want.
Right.
It's the same exact thing.
Yeah.
Now, could there be this once in a while chance where, like, a 12-year-old got hold of it? It's like, let's go play. We happen to be by an airport. Wee, look at the airplane. And then, the government comes and just kicks their ass.
It wouldn't be the first time where, like, here's the thing, though, where you have, like, a drone, and you're like, I'm flying it. I've stopped flying it. Why is it still going? And then it just keeps going until the battery runs out. Well, that's happened a lot.
But that just triggered a Simpsons cutscene for me.
Okay.
Where it's just like, it'll come back. Nightfall.
Yeah.
It'll come back.
Yeah, no.
It'll come back.
Baby, come back.
It was going through my head, but I was trying to behave.
How did the lyrics go after that phrase?
It's basically that, just over and over with different words. You can ask Rob. He hated it. But when I used to work here...
What? Baby, come back?
No. There was a freeze frame from the music video as my background forever. No, that's
like that one? Not that.
No,
freeze frame. Freeze frame. Freeze frame. Freeze frame.
I don't. You describe this freeze frame.
You don't remember? It was a freeze frame of the lead singer in this horrible, like over-the-shoulder type graphic like we would usually do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was that, but it was from the music video for that song that I had on my background.
I believe you.
And you're like, get that off there. That is creepy. I'm like, now it's staying forever, and you can't make me change it.
Yeah, that sounds like that would happen.
Yeah, exactly.
It sounds plausible. I don't know where either of you are going with any of it. But
it's just because you started doing
this. Which music video?
Freeze frame. Freeze frame.
No,
freeze frame. Freeze
Baby
frame.
Come Back. I think it was by Player.
It was from Baby Come Back.
What was it?
Hold on, I'll find it. Hold on.
Without you.
Nice, Paul.
Oh, there. God damn it. Where'd it go? Oh, there we go. I know it's at the end.
Okay.
I'm sure when I see it, I'll be like, oh yeah, that guy.
It's like, oh damn it. Hold on, I have to learn about Honda of downtown Chicago. Okay, skip ad. Can't have the volume up because then we have to pay royalties. Do you?
Mm-hmm. Depends on the place. Some do it really badly.
How fast?
Moonstar does really good crab rangoon. I don't know where they got it from.
Oh, it could be in there. Hold on.
You all right?
No. I know it's like right near the end.
Yeah, but what's this song? I'll look it up in here.
There it is! Yes! I already found it.
Okay.
Come here, Rob.
What is it? What is it? That's creepy.
With the play control. All right, there it is. You don't remember when this was my background?
Oh, that I remember.
Ah, see? I told you.
Show them.
Oh, God, I remember that.
Well, I have to wait for Rob to get back inside.
Well, you can show them.
Yeah, they're not going to see it.
Them.
No, go to his camera. There you go. So that was my background image on my login in the computer here. It blends. Yeah, so I found that one freeze frame one time because I was like,
Freeze frame.
no, I think they were using the song in something. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that song. So I looked up the video and it was that, and I just saw that. I'm like, oh, that's precious. Hold on, back. Snipping. No, actually, we didn't have snipping tool back then, but I just took a screen capture, and then I was like, you're my background now. And Rob's like, what the hell is that? I'm like, that's my new background. He's like, that's creepy, make it go away. I'm like, nope, it's here forever now. And I don't think did I ever change it? I don't think I did.
I do not recall.
I don't think I ever did.
Told you I'd remember when I saw it, though.
Yep, man.
You are a spiteful son of a bitch.
You've known him how long, and you're just saying that?
I just want to make it clear for the audience.
Okay.
And it was fun just to bust Rob's ass, because after a while he just really didn't care. Anyway, getting back to real tech news and not 40-year-old music videos. So video gaming, we have not played in a long time. I have personally not played in a very long time just because life. However,
Stupid life.
yeah. So knowing video games current day, what is the biggest thing right now?
Red Dead Redemption 2.
Generally, like,
Fortnite.
which is
A video game.
what
A first-person
type of
shooter.
right? But the main genre that it falls under is
Multiplayer first-person shooter.
battle
Multi-pass.
royale. No,
Multi-pass.
no, Lilu.
Multi-pass.
Battle royale.
Multi-pass. Okay.
So battle royale is when you
Multi-pass.
have 100 different people all fighting at the same time. It's just everyone go at it.
Hey,
Sure.
it's like the Senate.
Yeah, but Fortnite gets better results.
Yeah! High five.
Yeah.
Burn.
But true, but burn. So now, if you were
Butt
going
burn?
to... You gotta see a doctor for that.
Yeah.
So now... What?
Speaking of butt burn.
Speaking of butt burn, what do you think would be...
Ah!
Oh, nice rump road. God, I remember we made that when they were renaming this
Road.
Dump
Road,
Road
yeah.
in town here.
Yep.
Actually, in town there. Anyway, so what is the next logical game that would have a battle royale mode
Missed.
in your mind?
Missed.
How would you even do that?
I don't know, but I'd like to see someone try.
Okay, 100 people, you now have to solve this puzzle. Go.
With axes.
And guns and
Yeah.
grenades. And
See, it's already great.
it's getting better by the second.
Tetris. Mario Kart.
100-player Mario Kart?
No, but Rob did guess it.
Tetris?
Tetris.
Wait, really?
Seriously? Seriously, I was...
How do you play 100-player Tetris?
So Nintendo dropped a few little nuggets within the last couple days.
They were all square.
They were
By
all
nuggets,
square.
you mean they were?
See?
You mean pieces of shit? But anyways, yeah.
Or just Tetris blocks. Tetraminos, as they like to call them.
Wait, that's what they're really called?
Tetraminos?
Tetraminos.
Yes. That's
It sounds
that's
better
serious.
than the original Russian.
Yeah.
What's the original Russian?
Tetramino.
Oh, for,
in Soviet Russia, Tetris
I
plays
really
you.
should have known that was coming.
You really should.
Yeah, all right.
So,
Tetramino.
yes. So, Zelda
It sounds like an awful car.
Link's Awakening, which was originally on the Game Boy.
Did he drive the Tetramino?
He did drive it, but
Oh,
it's
it's
also
an 80s
getting
car. Thank God they don't make that anymore.
it's getting a remake.
Zelda or Tetris?
Push-button
Zelda.
transmission.
Well, there's a few things. Zelda Link's Awakening is getting a remake.
Wait, you got away
And
from
it's-
Tetris.
I know, we're going there, baby bird. Don't worry.
Wait
and
for the block to fall.
Wait, I know, you gotta line up your shot. Zelda Link's Awakening is going to be remade and on the Switch. The makers of Bayonetta are going to have a new game as well. Super Mario Maker 2 is going to be released, and Tetris 99.
But Yoshi ain't one.
True that. So what happens is that in Tetris 99, you compete against 98 other people.
Well, that's not really 100 now, is it?
And what you're doing,
I was going to say, when
well,
you hit,
they had to be
when
different.
you hit 2,000, it freezes up and burns out your Switch.
It really does. So,
Y2K joke.
Ha!
now did you ever play back in the day two-player Tetris, like with the
Like side
the
by
cable?
side?
Like with the cable between Game Boys?
No.
Remember when they had the cable so you can play
I
two-player?
do. The link cable, yes.
So, when you played one-on-one with somebody else...
the link cable.
Yes.
Do you think they called it the link cable because of Zelda?
Maybe.
Like, do you think that was ever, like, intentional? Or do you think that it was, like, some engineer, like, well, it links the two Game Boys together, we just call it the link cable?
Well, my guess would be that it does just a fun happenstance, and it was an engineer going, let's just call it the link cable because it links Game Boys.
Marketing.
You think... All right. Are you in the... So you're in the...
I'm in the
name for what it does, not for Link and Zelda. You're in the... Which camp?
Marketing.
You're in the marketing. It was named for Zelda. Link
Or
for
it was
Zelda.
at least a product association, so it's like, oh, it's a link cable, like Zelda. Ha!
Right.
I get it. That's cool.
I'm gonna go with Jay on marketing on this one. I think, yeah, because like the link cable, I think it's a little too on the nose. Yeah.
So if you remember, if you ever played the 2-player version with the
Link.
Zelda cable,
Yeah.
you would remember that whenever you scored lines, your lines would be chucked over into the other players.
That's true. In the 80s, where
Field.
people were obsessed with lines.
True.
Yeah.
All kinds. Dollar bills, y'all. So now the premise here is the same, just multiplied by about 50.
So it's your insta-death.
Basically. So what's going to happen is that... Hold on. It was in here. The progress...
That completely changes the strategy of the game.
Exactly.
Because before you'd have like... You'd be like, I'm saving this and saving this and saving this until
Oh, yeah,
I get that one
you'd go
long
for the
piece.
big Tetris with the 4-piece.
Yeah, exactly. Now you're just like completing lines as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Just
the
like
80s.
Lindsay Lohan in the early 2000s.
I can't say that you're wrong. Anyway, so the progress you make and the lines you demolish negatively affects your rival, piling on the pressure. With Tetris 99, it's not a two-way process. Here, lines get sent from player to player. You'll see a rough outline on your competitor's boards, which I saw a screenshot. So basically, like, if this... There I am. If this is your board, you see all kinds of tiny little boards all around here, around your main board. So this is done through a secondary layer of controls besides your block shifting buttons. With the left stick, you can shift your attacks to specific but anonymous Tetris players. More useful and less chaotically, there are 4 shortcuts accessed through the Switch's right stick. That way. Or for you, it's that way. These drive your attacks towards either people attacking you, people close to being knocked out, which is a cheap shot, but hey, or simply random players. You can also hit badges, which represent high-level players with KO badges, if you feel like playing aggressively. I appreciate the Tetris music, by the way. KO badges aren't really explained at all, but the bottom line appears to be you need to kill players to progress into the final throne of the game. So what do KO badges do in Tetris 99? Fortunately, some people on Reddit, because that's just a mixing pot of people, have unraveled the mystery. Your badges add an attack bonus to your line number. One badge will give you 25% more lines to defend or attack with, while a 4th badge will double your line attacks. If you kill someone with a badge, then boom, you get their badges. So what this means is that even high-level players can feel the heat at any time in the game if any fraction of the 98-player mass suddenly turns on them. So basically, if you have this massive person with all these badges, like the remaining 10, 12 people, can all just go, that fucker!
Right.
And just go after him, and every line they get is just going to go, whee!
That could be brutal.
Yeah, it'll hurt.
A little bit.
So Tetris 99 is free with Nintendo Online, which is obviously their online...
Subscription service, yeah.
Yeah,
So it's not really free. It's included with your monthly.
Yeah, I mean, but if you're already paying for it, you get a free game.
How much is a month? Like $5, $10 a month?
Yeah, it's really cheap.
I think it's like $5 a month, yeah.
So it comes with online, they're paid service, but for now, there are no genuine features aside from online play with 98 strangers. There's no way to book yourself into the same Battle Royale game as friends or spot them in the chaos, even if you both are dropped into the same melee. Let's see. They actually said somewhere, but evidently they didn't do it. So basically on your title screen, it's like, start the game, here's your badges, here's what you've done, and that's it.
Okay.
Now, as time progresses and they keep working on the game, they're going to be saying, hey, here's more stuff, now you can go do this and see that. Oh, and there is no single-player mode.
Okay.
So you just go and you just...
Boring.
Well, it's like Fortnite. Fortnite, you just go.
That's true. All right, let's see. Hey, do you want to take a quick break to run through, obviously, when are the Academy Awards coming up?
Last week.
No, well, those are the nominations.
Oh. Well, then I got nothing.
They're coming up later. But the nominations
Later
are
than now.
later than now, unless you're watching this later on YouTube, in which case, thanks for watching!
You're the super duper best.
Do you want to go through some of the categories, nominations, make your picks?
Well, shit, we got an hour to kill. Let's go for it.
All right. So visual effects. There is
I'm going to win that.
Avengers Infinity War, Christopher Robin, First Man, Ready Player One, which hard to believe that came out this past year,
It did.
and Solo.
Still haven't seen it. I've read the book.
And Solo, a Star Wars story.
It's so low. Never mind.
So it's either going to be Avengers Infinity War or Solo, a Star Wars story.
I mean, I haven't seen Ready Player One, but I know there's a ton of CGI in it.
There is, but it's not that. It's not going to beat out Avengers or Solo.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, but what about?
But Spielberg.
What about First Man?
What about First Man?
I don't know. I haven't seen it. Have you seen it?
No.
So we don't know how realistic the effect shot looking at.
But here's the thing: not every shot's an effect shot. Versus the other movies.
It doesn't mean it's worth winning an Oscar for.
That's true.
It's the ones that you can't tell are effect shots are the ones worthy of winning.
Oh, is it though?
Yes.
Well, no one's thinking like they did practical effects when they were on the friggin' Thanos' homeworld. I'm just saying. They're like, yeah, they shot that in Idaho, where Thanos grew up.
You don't know where he's from.
Don't we, though?
No, we don't.
Oh, okay, whatever. All right, I'm putting my money on Avengers, probably.
Likely.
Yeah. Costume design, you have The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, Black Panther, The Favorite, Mary Poppins Returns, and Mary Queen of Scots.
And what was the category again?
Costume design.
Oh, God.
Ballad of Buster Scruggs is pretty good, but
I don't watch movies, so it's hard. I haven't
probably
seen.
it'll be between Black Panther and Mary Queen of Scots.
I think they're going to go all AAA.
Are you?
I think they are. I really think it's just going to be a AAA blockbuster type
Okay. Makeup
awards.
and hair, Border, Mary Queen of Scots, and Vice. Vice.
Three? That's it?
That's it. Vice is probably taking that one.
Okay. I trust
Is
you.
that category?
Makeup and hair.
Yeah, it should be Vice.
Yeah.
What was Vice?
That was the one about Dick Cheney.
Huh.
Yeah.
Dick.
That's the one where you don't recognize Christian Bale.
Yeah, that's basically it, where it's that good, where they made him look old and different.
Fat.
And fat, yeah. Original score, Black Klansman, Black Panther, If Beale Street Could Talk, Isle of Dogs, and Mary Poppins Returns.
Oh, Mary Poppins might give him a run. There's a lot of
Yeah,
classic stuff in there if they kept to the original.
right. Production design, Black Panther, First Man, The Favorite, Mary Poppins Returns, and Roma. I think Black Panther takes production design. Like, what they, like, even if you look at, like, the effect shots, like, what's practically there from production design is pretty amazing. And,
I
like,
say, what's the definition of that?
sets.
Oh, so just set design?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's production because it's broader than that.
Let's say, so who had the best, fastest computer?
No.
Basically what it is.
Is it the... No, because it's
Who
not...
had the best
There
green?
probably wasn't many computers used in Roma.
You would think, but...
Yeah, you would think, but...
Sound editing, Black Panther, Bohemian Rhapsody, First Man, A Quiet Place, and Roma.
Bohemian might give it a run because there's a lot of... I think, I haven't seen it, obviously. But I think they use a lot of original Freddie Mercury stuff in there, didn't they?
What's the category?
Sound editing.
Yeah, but that's not what sound editing.
See, but A Quiet Place will probably actually has a shot there.
Because it's quiet.
That could, yeah.
Well, no, because here's the for sound editing, like sound in that, like the whole reason that movie came off as well as it did was because the sound was so good. There's almost no talking in that movie, and all of like the suspense and all of that is built off of not only the lack of sound but the very careful and explicit use of it throughout the movie. So it's like it's a huge part of the movie. So that might take it there.
So in Adobe Premiere, they went into the timeline and just deleted the audio
Nailed
track.
it. Film editing, Black Klansman, Bohemian Rhapsody, Green Book, The Favorite, and Vice. Haven't seen enough of those to really know. We'll skip Best Foreign Language Film because no one knows any of those.
Oui.
Best Documentary feature. Free Solo. Don't know.
That's the
Oh,
that's the after solo.
That's a climbing,
That's a climbing in Yosemite, yeah. El Capitan.
I thought that was like a
That was supposed to be really good.
that's not a post Star Wars movie.
Hale County this evening. I don't know what that is. Minding the Gap. Fathers and Sons, and RBG.
Red, blue, green.
No, Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Oh,
Yeah. Cinematography, Cold War, The Favorite, Never Look Away, Roma, and A Star Is Born.
never look away.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Let's see. Animated feature. Actually, adapted screenplay. Ballad of Buster Scruggs, Black Klansman, Can You Forgive Me, If Beale Street Could Talk, A Star Is Born.
What can it be adapted from? Anything or?
Well, it's usually from like short stories or plays, and then they write a screenplay or off of that, or a book, and then they create the screenplay off of that. To me, it's down to two. It's down to Black Klansman or The Ballad of Buster Scruggs.
And your final pick is?
Star Is Born.
Yay.
Probably, but I don't know. I watched The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, and that was just one of the best things I've seen in a very long time, and it was all down to the writing. It really was.
I don't even know what the movie's about.
It's on
Don't forget
Netflix.
the chicken.
Yeah.
Ooh, chicken.
No, different chicken.
Oh.
That chicken's probably there.
What's that?
But that's probably where that chicken
It's probably where it ended up. Yeah. Didn't end up in the river.
We need to reshoot. Quick, get craft services.
You don't even know why that's funny. But if you haven't, you have Netflix, right?
And chill.
Good for you. I would, Ballad of Buster Scruggs. Take time, watch it on Netflix. It's brilliant.
But time and
Nope.
sitting.
No excuses.
I can't sit that long. I get itchy.
Here's the nice thing. It is a series of 5 short stories, or 5 or 6. So they're about 15 to 20 minutes, or maybe a little bit longer a piece. So you can watch one and then come back and visit it later.
Do I get a reward of a cookie?
If you have cookies at home, yes, you can. Animated feature, Incredibles 2. Isle of Dogs, which I watched. This is like weird. But Wes Anderson, go figure. Mirai, Ralph Breaks the Internet, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Those are your animated ones. I from everything I've heard, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is an incredible movie.
That's all I've heard about it.
I haven't seen it, but like I have a lot of friends who are very like incredulous about like those sort of things. And they're like, I went in wanting to hate it, and I came away just absolutely loving it. One of the best movies of the year.
Never even heard of it until the second.
You should check it out, apparently.
Sure.
Director, Spike Lee for Black Klansman, Powell Pawlowski for Cold War, Yorgos Lanthimos for The Favorite, Alfonso Cuarón for Roma, and Adam McKay for Vice. If I had to guess, Spike Lee finally gets the Oscar this year for Black Klansman. Especially
cool.
considering he got pretty much...
The old Shafter-Rooney.
Shafter-Rooney for... what was... his kind of breakout movie. Rob, help me... No?
You didn't narrow it down enough.
His breakout... all right, hold on.
The Ballad of Buster Scruggs.
No,
I tried.
wait, hold on.
Malcolm X.
That might have been it. Hold on. Filmography. Yeah, probably Malcolm X. I think that was it. And
Not Malcolm in the Middle. That's a different Malcolm.
was that it? I don't remember.
Oh, go to his IMDb page.
Yeah, I'm looking. It's probably Malcolm X. Anyways, because he got absolutely shafted that year, just for the simple fact that like it really should have been considered. And what won it that year was Driving Miss Daisy. Believe it or not. Go figure. He'll probably take that. Supporting actress, Amy Adams for Vice. Marina de Tavira for Roma. Regina King, If Beale Street Could Talk. Emma Stone from The Favorite. And Rachel Weisz from The Favorite. Don't know. Supporting actor. Mahershala Ali from Green Book. Adam Driver, Black Klansman. Sam Elliott, A Star Is Born. Richard E. Grant, Can You Forgive Me? Sam Rockwell from Vice. Lead actress. Yalitza Arapicchio from Roma. Glenn Close from The Wife.
I'm gonna guess that she's Roman.
Glenn Close, yeah. Olivia Colman, The Favorite. Lady Gaga, Star is Born. Melissa McCarthy, Can You Ever Forgive Me?
Lady Gaga.
Gaga.
Ooh.
Lead actor Christian Bale from Vice. Bradley Cooper, Star is Born. William Dafoe at Eternity's Gate.
He's not the friend.
Yep.
He's Defoe.
Dafoe. Rami Malek, Bohemian Rhapsody. Viggo Mortensen from Green Book.
Vigo.
And Best Picture, Black Panther, Klansman, Bohemian Rhapsody, The Favorite, Green Book, Roma, A Star is Born, and Vice. If you had to put your money on one, what would it be?
Oh, Spaceballs.
Good call. All right, there you go.
Spaceballs the Oscar.
Spaceballs the Oscar. The marketing. There you go. Merchandising.
So, since you did a list, now I'm going to do a list.
Oh, good. And now everyone's like, that's if they have a TV that's 40 years old.
Sure.
That still works. They're going to just go up there like, turn that dial.
I don't blame you.
Which
I would
literally
too.
wouldn't work on this because it's cable, so they would just be turning, like, I can't even bear to watch cable over this RF adapter.
They can't get it over RF.
Well, you have a little RF cable to RF adapter.
Well, that's all right.
Yeah,
Oh, like
but-
the original Nintendo?
Yeah, like the original Nintendo thing, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Someone has that still in this town, I'm sure of it.
I
Yeah.
could probably tell you exactly where to go find it.
Your parents' house?
No.
Oh, sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I installed a new TV.
Oh, good for you.
Yes. So, as you may or may know, the NASCAR thing is happening starting this Sunday with the NASCAR race circle thing.
If there's not a blog called the NASCAR thing, there should be.
Rob, have you, like, you're into auto racing, but do you qualify that by going, I'm into auto racing except for NASCAR?
No, because I wouldn't say I'm into auto racing. I specifically say what I'm into.
Which is?
IndyCar.
IndyCar
Okay.
F1.
Just
Not
IndyCar
so much F1?
and F1, or are you sticking one or the other?
I will occasionally pay attention to F1, and I will occasionally pay attention to IMSA, but that's about it.
What about
Okay.
E1?
Yeah.
Wow.
Grumble,
it's
grumble,
very-
no.
Talk to Doug.
Well,
I
is
can't,
Doug
he's
really
not
into
here.
it?
Doug will watch Formula E, yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, in honor of the Daytona 5 Million happening this Sunday, the...
Sunday in, wait for it, Daytona.
How'd you know?
Well, that was a good guess.
Here are some facts to get you ready for the Daytona 500.
It's 7 hours longer than it needs to be.
When the
Richard Petty isn't dead yet.
the race takes 12 minutes and all the pre and post game take 9 hours. Some of that's true. No. NASCAR was created by William H.G. Bill France, a stock car driver and gas station owner in Daytona Beach, Florida, home of the...
At least that's what he would have you believe.
Well,
Yeah.
that's to get away from the creditors.
Yeah.
NASCAR runs 3 national series, the Monster Energy Series, the Xfinity Series, and the Camping World Truck Series.
And I think someone just, was it Menards just took
Yeah,
over?
on IMSA, too.
What, did they? Do they really?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, how about that? Menards just took over one of the series, didn't they?
What is presenting sponsor?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
So wait, is it not the Sprint Cup anymore?
It hasn't been Sprint Cup in like 5 years.
Hey, guess the last time I watched it.
What is it now?
Well, it's probably been less than 5 years, but it's the Monster Energy Series.
Is it really? That's
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
their
see-
top level?
Yeah, it's either the second or third year.
Huh.
So
And they're getting a lot. Yeah, it went from Sprint to Monster, and since NASCAR's overall stock has dropped, they got a lot less money for Monster.
and I'm
What
guessing
went from Nextel to Sprint?
Yeah, but it was the same company. Was that was just the same company name change, wasn't it? I don't
well,
think
it was a
that-
merge.
Yeah, that doesn't really count.
And what was the next tier down? What was that? They didn't call it Winston Cup
No,
anymore.
Winston Cup was everything.
It was
because
nationwide?
Yeah, it was nationwide for a while.
And now it's
It was
Xfinity?
Busch Series for a while.
Oh, Bush, that's it.
Yeah, now it's Xfinity.
And then the Camping World Truck Series, which is for RVs. No, just trucks.
That would be awesome.
That would be amazing.
Every car in the Monster Energy Cup Series is allowed to be a maximum of 3,450 pounds.
Unless you're cheating.
Unless you're cheating.
With or without driver?
With, actually. That's
it
coming up
really?
next. NASCAR drivers must weigh 200 pounds to race. If they do not weigh 200 pounds, weights are added until this weight is reached. This weight is included in the 3,450 pound limit.
Interesting.
So your car can
So
only
I
weigh
could
3,000.
never be a NASCAR driver because it'd be like, we have to take out one of the cylinders.
You couldn't fit in the
That's
car,
fine.
so.
Challenge
It is if you
accepted.
take the back seat out.
Listen, I can fit in the car. I'm never getting out again.
That's right.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's why they have the jaws of life.
Brad, you have to go wreck the car so we can get you out.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
what? Drivers experience between 2 and 3 G's of force when making turns on the track. This is equal to up to 3 times the force of gravity.
That's what G's mean.
What up, G?
What up, G? Yo, G.
Richard Petty is credited with inventing the window net to help keep drivers' arms inside the car to avoid injuries during a crash.
Interesting. Okay.
I think the credited was in air quotes.
Was.
It actually
credited.
wasn't, but all right. At
I honestly don't know. I'm just bragging on this.
That's fine. At 200 miles per hour, NASCAR drivers travel 293 feet in 1 second, which is almost the length of a football field. That's fast.
That is fast.
It's still slower than that IndyCar.
That's true. But why don't they just give the football to the NASCAR driver and they score in like a second?
I think they have problems with CTE now.
Yeah. You know how many concussions that's going to cause?
NFL burn.
Actually, you won't have a problem with concussions. You'll just have a problem with decapitations.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Because we don't have a problem with decapitations
Yeah.
right now. We
No,
have a
nothing
problem
at
with
all.
other things.
Nothing at all, yeah.
That's nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
Now, tell me you wouldn't be interested in that. Have a bunch of cars where one car tries to get to the other side of the track in a second, or the other side of the field in a second, but there's still a quarterback who has to throw you the ball and you have to catch it in the car. That'd be worth watching just to see if they could do it.
It was called car soccer, and they did it on Top Gear.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
pretty,
but the ball
pretty
didn't
much
go
it.
inside.
Well, also, if he throws the football and you hit it with your face, because he's throwing it in the window
At 200 miles an
at
hour.
298 6 feet per second,
Just watch figure 8 racing. It's the same thing.
you would still have a problem with CTE.
Oh.
Just watch figure 8 racing.
Yeah.
But idea funny in head.
Yeah, we just watch figure 8 racing.
Oh, okay.
Figure 8 school bus racing.
Yeah.
That's good.
Is there any around here?
That's fun. I don't know about around here. Maybe in New York, there's probably a couple.
I think we need to have a field trip this summer. I think we just need to go as a group, not even for the show, just go. Make a weekend out of it. Just go watch some school buses crash into each other.
Just go. In a race, a NASCAR driver maintains a heart rate of 120 to 150 beats per minute for 3+ hours. About the same as a serious marathon runner for the same length of time.
Mm-hmm.
The temperature in a NASCAR can reach 170 degrees.
It's pretty hot.
That is hot. NASCAR venues are some of the biggest in the world, with Texas Motor Speedway and Indianapolis Motor Speedway leading it. How many seats do you think there are in Texas? Because you would probably know this.
Texas Motor Speedway?
Yes.
120,000.
Rob, your guess?
I don't know. Whatever it says, it's a lie.
Why do you say that?
Because all tracks over-report or under-report their capacities.
Why
Sure.
under?
It's usually over, but I don't know why I said under.
What's the over-under on that?
4.
Okay. Texas Motor Speedway, 180,000.
I was only 60,000 off.
Indianapolis, 235,000.
I knew that one.
Did not.
He probably did.
Yeah. NASCAR drivers frequently reach speeds of up to 180 to 190 miles per hour. The fastest qualifying lap at the Daytona International Speedway is 196.43 miles per hour.
You know, that's almost as fast as?
A pit stop in IndyCar?
No, any rental car.
If Brad's driving it.
It's the world's fastest car.
What's that?
Any rental car.
Any rental
That's true.
car, yeah.
Yeah.
The taillights, headlights, and front grills of NASCAR cars are actually vinyl decals, which I did know.
Oh, wait, you said you did know, right?
I did know.
Okay.
A NASCAR race team will wear out over 15 sets of tires a week, which is 60 tires.
Now I want to see a cop come up to a NASCAR and go, yeah, your tail light's out, and then try to rip off the decal.
I'm going to smash it out. Dunk. What
No,
the?
not trying to smash it, it's just trying to rip off the decal.
Right.
No, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
But then it's like those stickers that you get where you take a little piece and it just rips right off, and you're like, God damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why it's funny.
Exactly. A race car generally uses up to 3 times as much motor oil as your passenger car.
Like, per mile?
It's on fire.
Like over its lifespan? Are they like glug glug glug? I don't understand.
Yes.
Okay.
Every driver in the Daytona 500 must pass a physical and drug test and go through a vetting process. However, they're not required to have a driver's license.
Ha! Must be vetted
Yes.
and spayed or neutered.
Yeah, that's for safety.
Yeah, for safety.
Richard Petty has the most career wins of any racer with...
Oh, 85.
I don't know.
That's why it's a game. You guess. You can price his right him and one up him if you want.
You guess now!
200.
Oh, damn.
I would have said 160.
He is known as the king, quote unquote, of stock car racing.
No, those quotes don't belong there.
Of stock car racing?
No, the king part.
Oh,
And he qualifies.
okay.
Most stock car races are held on oval asphalt tracks. The
I was
distance.
going to say Sundays.
Oh,
I would say he qualifies? Yes, of course he does.
The distance of
How did he get
racetracks
wins?
can vary from 1/8 of a mile to 2 3/5 of a mile.
The 1/8 of a mile at Martinsville is kind of crazy. I'm sorry, no, that's
You think in Bristol?
Bristol, Tennessee. Yeah.
Insane.
Like I've seen that. It's basically imagine if they had a stock car race inside a football stadium.
Sweet.
Still had the huge jumbotron hanging up.
Yeah. That's basically it.
It looks fantastic.
It is. I remember being there once. I'm like, what is going on? It's crazy.
Drivers can lose 5 to 10 pounds in sweat during a race. If a driver loses more than 3% of his body weight in sweat and doesn't replace those fluids, focus and reflexes start declining.
That's why I'm continually eating during the show,
Yeah, you got to. I mean,
Or does it
you're
keep
looking
myself-
out for your own health.
just to keep myself sharp.
Oh, absolutely. So let's get back to some tech news. NASA has a new mission that they've just announced to launch a space telescope dedicated to understanding the origins of life in the universe.
Okay.
Now, the name of the satellite
is
is
this for
called
searching for exoplanets?
searching for a whole bunch of stuff. It's actually just searching for the beginnings of life. And I'll get to more in a second. It's going to be searching for water and organic molecules within the Milky Way, if you really want to know.
Neat.
Now, the
Milky Way. Not Snickers. Snickers is better than Milky Way. All right.
name
Conversation after.
Okay. The name of the satellite is Sphere-X, Spherex.
Sphere-X?
And
Spherex.
as I love to do to you,
He's
what
the
does
young guy,
Spherex
right?
stand for?
Oh,
Beat.
shit. Spherex?
Skrillex.
he's in-
Sorry, that's Skrillex.
No, he's in my EDM list.
Spherex.
No, I don't even. The X really. No, it kind of is. It's half
Unless
that.
it's 10.
No, it's really not.
Okay.
The X is lowercase with the sphere being
Okay.
capitalized.
Space.
Already wrong.
Damn.
Yeah, you're never gonna get this
Well,
one, but it's fun to see you squirm.
Seriously pretty high.
Something exoplanets.
No.
What do you got?
There's actually the spectrophotometer for the history of the universe. I don't know how you pronounce it.
There's no U in
It's
there.
called Spherex. Just call it that.
Yeah. Epoch,
Epoch.
and reionization and ICE's Explorer.
Very smart people, but they're bad at names.
They
Oh,
really,
that's
really
the
are.
wor- Not only is that a bad name, but it's a bad acronym.
And I botched the fuck out of it, and it's still horrible.
Well, so did they.
Well, that's true. The space agency is aiming for a 2023 launch and has already earmarked $242 million for the project, not including launch costs, which is supposed to last
Yeah.
for at least 2 years. Once Spherex is already in orbit, it will observe and collect data on over 300 million galaxies.
Wait, how many?
300 million
Million.
galaxies. Some as far as 10 billion light years away from Earth, and 100 million stars in our own Milky Way every 6 months.
It's a lot.
That is a lot.
All right, two things.
One.
One, can you come up with a better name for the telescope?
Nope.
Two, I had an idea the other day when I was reading about the 3 month probe that lasted 15 years, And since all of NASA's stuff seems to last way longer than they tell us originally, I'm starting to think they are intentionally underbidding the lifespan of their stuff.
Well, I think that way, if it just dies, it's not. They're like,
We told you it was only going to last.
And then when it goes 15 years,
It's amazing, yeah.
See, value for your money.
Yeah.
It's more.
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly it.
Let's see. If it will use technologies adapted from Earth satellites and Mars spacecraft to survey the sky in optical and near-infrared light.
That's cool.
Since it will use 96 wavelengths in all, it will give NASA a way to create an extremely detailed sky map with a resolution that's much, much higher than previous ones.
Cool.
The Space Telescope's
Stellar
main goals,
cartography.
though, are to search for water and organic molecules within the Milky Way. It will also look for those ingredients of life in regions where stars are born, as well as in disks around stars forming new planets. By training the telescope's eye beyond our galaxy, NASA is hoping to find more clues on how our universe formed and evolved. Ain't that some cool stuff?
Wait, hold on. Organic stellar cartography, analysis, and reconnaissance satellite. Oscars.
Okay.
I like
it.
like the Oscars. I still think that's better. So, speaking of the Milky Way,
Yes.
top 3 candy bars.
Oh, Jesus.
All right.
Now,
so-
wait. You're going to have some technicalities.
Wait, hold on.
Is-
I'm creating a list because I feel like I need to go to the notes application here and just start taking notes on this because I feel this is that important.
But do you consider a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup a candy bar?
Ooh, that's... Now, does
Because it's just round instead of long. But then you have long instead of flat, like a Hershey bar. And
I
are we-
would not
Hershey bar is definitely a candy bar.
Hershey bars. I would not consider Reese's a candy bar.
I'm out.
I would consider Reese's Sticks a candy bar.
They're not the same.
No, they're not. I would consider Reese's.
You mean Kit Kats?
What?
Kit Kats?
Kit Kats are candy bar.
I've never seen a Reese's stick.
They exist.
They're amazing. You need to they're at any convenience store, basically.
All right.
You need to try them. They're great. I like them in some instances better than Reese's.
Speaking of this topic, have you seen the new Oreo that came out?
The mega holy shit stuff.
Which is a double mega stuff, basically.
Is it really?
Yeah, all it is, they took two mega stuffs.
Have you bought them?
Yes.
And?
I love the filling in Oreos.
Okay.
Absolutely love it.
But
there is
there's a limit.
But honestly, there is so much in this, it tastes like frosting. Like, it went beyond that awesome...
And?
It's not an Oreo anymore.
Okay.
It's cake frosting in the middle of two cookies. Like, it lost... Which is awesome at the same time, but...
I'm just saying.
Like, Oreo filling has,
Okay.
like, a very distinct taste, and it's very addictive.
Right, but you need
this
the
goes
cookie
beyond
to balance it.
But there's so much of it, it goes beyond it, and it just enters, you taste like frosting.
Okay.
Unless they're using something slightly different.
Probably not. But, all right. So.
I already know my number one.
What's that?
Milky Way.
Really?
No. Three Musketeer, actually.
Really?
Yeah. I love Three Musketeer bars.
Okay.
Absolutely love Three Musketeer bars.
Are you, like, really high on the hog on Charleston Chew then, too?
No.
What about frozen Charleston Chew?
Frozen Charleston Chew?
Frozen.
Huh? No?
No. I just really love Three Musketeers.
Really?
Yeah.
What about Snickers?
I like Snickers.
You don't love Snickers. You like Snickers.
Well, I can only love one thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Your heart's only big enough for one candy bar?
Yeah.
Wow.
Not really.
Says this doctor.
I think it's big enough for the whole surgical floor.
Yeah.
Twix.
Twix. All right. So Twix above or below Snickers?
Put it above.
Okay. Regular Twix or PB Twix?
Regular.
Okay.
What about another?
What about PB Twix?
I don't know. I can say I've ever had it, to be honest.
What?
I probably have tried it once, but another one that's really good to me.
It's good to you.
It was great.
It's like
it was wonderful.
when I'm just thinking the freaking Beatles song. When I think to myself in times of trouble, candy bar is good to me. Please won't you serve me?
A candy bar?
Musketeer 3.
Musketeer 3. Musketeer 3. Musketeer 3.
Singing's your gig, not mine.
Musketeer 3.
My other guilty pleasure?
Yeah.
Caramello bars.
Caramello. Okay.
There's just something the way they do that just makes me happy in the tummy.
All right. Interesting. You're very, like, the Three Musketeers is, like, a little bit too sugary for me.
It's just the flavor, whatever, the fluffy and the flavor.
Sugar? Sugar? The nougat?
Nougat.
Are you a big nougat fan?
If it's in a Three Musketeers bar, then yes.
Have you tried it? What about other forms of nougat?
No, I like the fluffy one.
Okay. Perfect. Fluffy! What about mallow cups then? I know it's not a candy bar, but now I'm just curious.
Are those the ones that have the cookie on the bottom?
It's like a peanut butter cup, except like marshmallowy nougat type stuff.
Like, there's a bunch of different marshmallow ones. That's the thing, because I know there's like
Yep.
it's the marshmallow on top of like a graham cracker or a cookie, and then it's covered in chocolate.
That's a s'more.
No, it's not a s'more.
Well, yes, that is actually.
Well, it is kind of a s'more. But there's
Yeah.
but those are like really dry, and I love
Okay. Yep.
I love marshmallow.
Okay. What about score bars?
Score bar?
Yeah, score bar.
Do I know what that is?
You've never had a score bar?
No.
Yeah, it's like darker chocolate and like really good toffee.
Question for clarification.
Yeah.
United States readily available only, or
Any.
Really?
Yeah.
Because there are a shitload of yummy things
Because like you know
brought
what I
back
like?
from other
The
countries.
Lion Bar.
Yeah, you brought back so many things
Yeah,
from other
Lion
countries
Bar
where I
was
don't
good.
even remember
Yeah.
what they are, but I remember like, wow, our chocolate's garbage.
It is garbage.
Oh, what about those like the Kix chocolatey ones? It's not a candy bar, but now I'm thinking of it. I think you brought it back from Iceland. It was like that big red bag, and it was like Kix, but it was chocolate coat.
Oh.
Here, it's like Knopp. What's it called? Knopp? Knopp? Yeah, you know me.
Maybe?
Cool. I'm gonna look it up.
All right. Yeah.
That's the wrong thing. What are some of yours? Because
you know,
you have much more reach than I do.
PB Twix is kind of like PB Twix is up there for me because it's like got that peanut butter and it's Twix. It's kind of nice, as Doug says. It gave me diabetes.
Diabetes.
Diabetes. Snickers is always a good classic. Really digging the Score bar. I love a Lion bar. Those are great. What about just a plain old like Hershey's dark chocolate bar?
Yeah, but
Here's the thing.
again, I don't like. Ever since you've spoiled me with foreign chocolate,
Yeah.
our chocolate is crap.
Yeah, but the dark chocolate's not bad. It might even stray slightly into the good territory for the dark chocolate. But their milk chocolate is garbage.
What about-
That doesn't taste like chocolate. It tastes like sugar.
We can't do Tim Tams because those are cookies.
No,
technically.
yeah, no. You find it?
No,
I got nothing.
we know.
I know. Rob, how about favorites from the peanut gallery?
It's gonna be score.
Score bar?
Yeah.
What about whatchamacallits?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Honestly, I was thinking that if you were gonna ask me, yeah. I haven't had one of those.
Why am I not using this? I haven't
I
had
don't know.
whatchamacallit in a while, but those are really good.
Yeah, big fan of whatchamacallit. Take 5? Now, do those count as candy bars? Because they're more like 2 chunks in a candy wrapper sleeve.
If we wanted to define bar as physically having to be a bar,
Yeah,
No, I don't want that.
I don't think that counts.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, Reese.
I like
Really?
Oh, Butterfingers aren't bad.
Reese's sticks.
Yeah.
Butterfinger.
Oh, I was close. It's crop.
Well, those are like chocolate covered Kit Kat. I got you a bunch of crop. That's right. That's right.
That's what he said. It tastes like Kix, except chocolate covered.
Well, yeah. Well, now I remember the whole premise of it. Like, Jay, I brought you back a bag of crop.
It's funny because it's funny.
All right. So top 3 on that. I think Rob and I have to vote Score somewhere in the top 3.
That's fine.
Well, there's 2 out of 3 of us, so that's an automatic.
Yeah. Is there any one thing we can agree on as being just like, yep, that's definitely top 3 between the 3 of us? Like, where does Snickers rank in all of that?
Yeah, maybe Snickers. I mean,
It's just a classic go back.
Yeah.
What about ice cream candy bars?
Now, Snickers ice cream bar, but that's not really an ice cream. That's not really a candy bar.
Yeah, we're not talking ice cream candy bars.
Because that is clearly the king of them all. Yeah. But,
What?
so we've come up with Reese's Sticks, Butterfinger, PB Twix, Three Musketeers, regular Twix, Snickers, Caramello, Score, Line, and whatchamacallit.
I still love my Caramello.
Caramello?
Yeah, I know you're not going to go for it because I know you two aren't into it.
No.
No, I never said I wasn't into it. I'm down with the caramel.
I just don't feel like that's top 3 territory for me.
See?
Yeah. This is tough.
But what's the go-to? What's just the classic? I just want a candy bar. Give me.
See, I never like.
Probably gonna be Snickers.
It is, but like, when was the last time you went in and purpose bought a Snickers?
Maybe 2 months ago.
Jay?
What year is it?
Exactly. Like, I'll get it. It'll be like some other circumstance where like a Snickers is available to me.
So put it this way. You see like a big thing of like the fun-sized candy.
Okay.
What's the first one you go for when you see like?
Reese's.
But that doesn't count.
I
You already
know.
disqualified it. If it were Reese's, if Reese's were allowed,
Fun-sized candy.
Yeah.
the classics, the Milky Way, the Snickers, the
Snickers.
Three Musketeers, the this and that.
I'm going for Snickers first.
I mean, I'll never turn down a classic
I
Snickers.
should go for the Milky Way first.
Yeah. Well, we're at an impasse.
Sorry, Jay.
You started this,
I am gonna go for Snickers before I go for Three Musketeers.
which is fine.
I think we're
You're,
gonna put
you're
Snickers,
entitled to be wrong. That's
Snickers
fine.
number 1, and then where are we at for number 2?
What about a Butterfinger?
What about a Butterfinger?
I'm not. It doesn't. The texture doesn't
I
thrill
enjoy
me.
it, but if there's not a consensus, I'm not gonna like. How dare you not?
Is that like your
Top
number
10.
2,
No.
3?
No, my Three Musketeer is my top.
Right.
Is my personal top. But yes, I think a classic Snickers bar is just the one where you can just be like, candy bar, it's like, I don't know what I want. A Snickers.
I like Score because it's not trying to overachieve.
I don't remember what a Score is.
It's great. SKOR, chocolate covered like toffee. It's great, but it's like straight toffee and straight like darker chocolate. It's good. It doesn't taste like whatever you just burped up. So don't even try and compare it to that. All right, fine. Snickers 1, Score 2, and your Three Musketeers number 3, because it is 3.
I agree to your terms.
All right.
I'm okay with that.
All right. Glad we sussed that
All right,
out.
For our first top 3 of the past 2 years.
Yeah. You mean the past 3 years?
Thank you and good night.
Good night.
All right, so we got about 20 minutes left. So, next news story. Tesla has pushed some updates to their cars, of which we are not rich enough to own.
Aw, but we're not rich enough to own them. Oh, wait, you already said that.
No. Makes me
No,
sad.
Diabito.
I could sell my house and then maybe buy half of one.
Well, you could get a couple Model 3s.
Could you live in it though?
I would have to.
You would.
So,
Sad but
a
true.
couple specific updates have been sent OTA, or over the air,
Yep.
to Model 3s and all kinds of other stuff, which we'll get to in a second. First is Sentry mode.
Yep.
Not like 100 years, but like a Sentry that protects you.
Okay.
So they explain that it uses the car's external cameras to watch for potential threats.
Like hitchhiking robots.
Exactly. If it's in standby, the cameras are watching, ready to go into an alert mode. If somebody does something like lean against the car, and also pops up a message on its touchscreen saying that the cameras are recording. So
Right.
you can't say you didn't know.
Right.
If someone breaks a window or something,
Wax into the car.
if someone breaks a window or something, then it goes directly into alert mode, which activates the alarm, plays music at a very loud volume.
Transforms and steps on you.
That's right. Turns up the
Keep
brightness.
summer safe.
Turns up the brightness on the interior screen, so in case it's at night, it just lights them up. I'm
You've
guessing.
never seen that? Rick and Morty?
Sorry now.
Keep summer safe?
Sorry now.
Oh, we are watching that after the show.
No, I'm going home after.
Oh,
this.
come on.
It will then send an alert to the owner via their Tesla app, and if they've plugged in a formatted USB drive prior to enabling Sentry mode, it will then save a recording of everything starting 10 minutes before the alert was triggered.
Wow.
Just another reason to hate Tesla owners.
However, you have to turn on Sentry mode every time you want to use it.
Okay. Well, it's like arming an alarm, basically.
Yeah. Now, for pet owners, there's now dog mode.
Except it kills the battery.
It's a big battery.
You can get 200 miles in a drive or 10 minutes of recording video.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but if it's set wrong for some reason and you're like getting hit with like icy snow, it's just recording the snowstorm.
That'd be funny as hell.
Yeah.
Windstorm.
The car.
Yay.
Be-doo,
If you think you
be-doo.
hit car alarms now you have a glowing Tesla in somebody's yard that's screaming whatever speed it left in.
That's very true. So, for times that you've left your four-legged friend in the car alone, where it's allowed by local law, dog mode not only keeps the cabin at a comfortable temperature, so evidently to enable dog mode, you tap on the fan icon while it's parked and set the climate to dog. Dog has its own setting.
Shut to dog mode.
Shut the dog.
Woof, woof. It also displays the temperature on the car's internal screen.
But it shows it like huge.
Yeah. Hopefully preventing any well-meaning Good Samaritans from breaking the shit out of your $100 million car.
Well, if they do, they'll be recorded.
Nah.
If the car's battery drops below 20% while in dog mode, then it will send a notification to your phone. Finally, there's the dash cam recording feature that arrived last fall that is also getting an upgrade that allows it to record feeds from the side cameras in addition to the narrow one-mounted one up in front.
So that way if someone sideswipes you,
Fuck that guy.
yeah.
It might take a little while for upgrades to arrive. They will go out slowly to watch for any issues and then ramp up distribution within the next week. For Sentry Mode and the dash cam, the features are coming to U.S. Model 3 vehicles, followed by Model S and Model X vehicles that were built after August 2017. I'm going to guess ones before that didn't have the options.
Well, it didn't have certain cameras and some stuff.
Since those have the required Autopilot 2 Plus hardware installed.
I.e.
So
the
it's-
cameras.
Yeah, so it's a hardware thing. And as we were talking about at the near top of the show, NASA has finally admitted that the Mars Opportunity rover has
No! It's a very sad, like, kind of like depressing last message that the little bot sent back. And of course it really
I didn't
died.
actually see what the message was.
Essentially they lost contact with it last June.
Yeah, June of 2018.
And they've been trying, so it died back then, and they're trying to make contact with it up until now. It was essentially, obviously it's like a status. It was sent a status report, and essentially what it said was, "My batteries are low and it's getting dark,"
Oh, yeah.
which is kind of
I might have
sad.
read
You're
that.
like, "Oh," because we anthropomorphize things.
NASA's
I'm
Opportunity
not
rover
crying. You're crying.
has effectively been declared dead after
Right.
the agency's last attempt to contact the storm-struck rover was met with silence. Officials held a press conference at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, whatever day this happened, to discuss the outcome, and as expected, NASA confirmed that it is saying goodbye to Opportunity. The machine doesn't stand a chance if it doesn't have power. Martian winter is coming, and Opportunity needs working heaters to survive the chilly conditions.
Yep.
Which you think is weird because it's like, oh, well, technology and computers love cold.
Yeah, well, they
Maybe
don't
just
love
not that cold.
like cold and expansion, but yeah, it's really, really cold.
The rover has been quiet since June of 18 when it reported an encroaching dust storm that obscured its solar panels and left it with dwindling power. NASA gave Opportunity 45 days to broadcast once the storm cleared and stopped actively listening after that period. So the thing could be screaming, saying, "Hey, I'm still here, don't forget me," and they're like, meh. The administration made periodic attempts to communicate after that in hopes Opportunity just needed the dust to clear from its solar panels, but many now suspect that the vehicle may have suffered some kind of damage. It is a sad end, but you can take comfort in knowing that Opportunity led a long and productive life, and as we said earlier, it landed just over 15 years ago on January 25th, 2004.
Which is crazy.
Mind-boggling
Yeah.
to think it's been that long, because I remember when it first landed in the balloons, and
Yeah, it
they were
bounced
talking
across.
about it on the news like non-stop. Like, this is
As
gonna
they
happen.
should. Yeah.
For what was supposed to be a 90-day mission.
Right.
But clearly it exceeded those expectations.
It went 28.1 miles, I believe.
You went all Gilligan on that island.
It
That's
did.
true.
It really did. You weren't supposed to survive at all, little buddy.
Thankfully, Mars exploration is far from over.
Uh-huh.
NASA's InSight lander touched down in November to study the planet's geology. while rovers like ExoMars and Mars 2020 are close to launch.
Still, the Curiosity's still going strong.
Yeah. But yeah, that's a pretty badassery.
That is.
Why can't they send one of those other rovers over to try to get it to work again?
Or at
least take a picture of it and be like, oh, we can fix that.
Well, they've taken...
car broke down in Seoul, South Korea. Can you go check on it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
I'd do it.
Oh, well,
I'll see you in a month.
basically.
I have to walk.
Because you have to walk.
I do have to walk. And finally, because we only got a few minutes left anyhow, believe it or not. Actually,
Do we?
How many do it? Nah, we got about 14 minutes.
Yeah. Stretch it out.
Get some shit.
Stretch it out. Caramello.
Good bring back. Tokyo is going to achieve its goal of making the 2020 Olympic medals from e-waste.
Okay, so...
Isn't that cool?
I guess?
To make a statement about sustainability, Japan...
This ain't gold? What the hell?
No, it actually is. Japan recently announced it would forge its 2020 Olympic medals from recycled
Wait, they're forged?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they'd be real.
No, forged.
Okay.
From recycled smartphones, laptops, and other gadgets.
Why is my metal ringing?
Yeah, couldn't have timed that better.
That's what the metal sounds like.
Exactly. It's like, ooh, I won the gold, and I have a message from Mom. Congratulations. Thanks, Mom. It just revealed that it has nearly met the goal after collecting nearly 48,000 tons of e-waste.
That's a lot of e-waste.
The committee collected its...
They're all Tamagotchis.
They are. 5,950 pounds target of bronze back in June, 93.7% of its 67-pound gold target, and 85.4% of the 9,000 pounds of silver it needed. All told, over 5 million unwanted devices have yielded over $3 million worth of metals.
It's a lot.
That is a lot.
How much did it cost to pull all that out?
I don't know. They don't really say. While the gold and silver targets are just shy of their original goal, the program runs until March 31st. They still have a good month and a half.
Uh-huh.
And Tokyo says there will be enough to hit the target.
All right.
Over 900 medals were handed out in the 2016 Rio Games, weighing over 1,100 pounds. The IOC requires gold medals to contain at least 6 grams of gold and 92.5% silver. And gold medals at the 2018 Pyeongchang Olympics were worth about $570 each.
Right. So they're actually like gold-plated silver.
Yeah.
Not
But still,
gold.
silver.
That's true. So let's see. What's in the news? A bunch of celebrity news. Aerosmith, they were going to get a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Were being past tense?
It was rained out.
Oh.
Yeah. So that'll have to be rescheduled
So-
around their tour.
Was it not November rain?
No. There's another Transformers movie in the works. That's
Because 19 weren't enough.
probably not a surprise. It'll be an origin story that presents the Transformers like you've never seen them before.
Because of course.
Not exploding. Now,
Focus on that.
yeah, it'll be to the small screen instead of a larger movie. Look for Transformers War for Cybertron sometime next year. Worf, yes. Let's see. Pink cut her hand badly while slashing her husband Carrie Hart's tires over Thanksgiving. All right.
Yeah, actually, she was just on Ellen. She was just talking about that.
Yeah. Well,
It's like, when did you do that? When you were a teenager? It's like, no, very recently.
all right. That's kind of crazy. Let's see. How about this?
What you missed on that Transformers animated series on Netflix
Yeah.
is that's being produced by Rooster Teeth.
Is it really?
Really?
I'll be damned. Huh. Any good?
Oh, I have no idea.
All right. We're glad we talked.
Yeah, good talk.
Good.
Piece of information.
I'll take it. Well, despite terrible reviews and low box office take that the original Howard the Duck movie got, only making $21 million of its estimated $35 million budget back in 1986, Marvel said yesterday they'll be making a new TV series for his Duckness.
Of course they are.
Yes, it's true. And word is that none other than Kevin Smith will be one of the show's writers.
Yeah, but I like Kevin Smith, so it's
The
okay.
show will reportedly be streamed on Hulu for those of you who really, really want to watch. No word yet on whose voices will be used for the Duck or anyone else in that series.
Who?
The Duck.
Lou.
Lou.
Who?
Who? Okay. Let's see. No one cares about Madonna.
She's still a thing?
Yeah.
Really?
By the way, if you were a fan of Toys R Us before their bankruptcy, some good news.
Yay.
They'll be coming back! The company True Kids Inc. said Monday they were trying to revive both the Toys R Us and Babies R Us brands.
Because Amazon.
Yep. And Nike says it's going to release that self-lacing smart shoe called Adapt BB. It's coming Sunday. Conveniently, the same day as the NBC All-Star Game in Charlotte, the shoe costs $350.
Oh, is that all?
And has a motor embedded inside the shoe, along with a wireless charging pad for you have to use every couple of weeks to keep the motor charged up. So that way, this doesn't happen to you.
You get lazy and don't tie your shoe?
Exactly. Or it just felt good to kind of take them off.
Dang it, Griswold, tie your shoe. I can't. My batteries are dead.
Yeah. What happens? Seriously, what happens if your battery is dead?
Your shoe
Then
falls off.
Yeah, your shoe actually just stops where it is and just stays there.
Yeah, I guess.
I can't get these off. Get a knife.
It's not a knife. It's a knife. Let's see.
Whatever. Cut off my shoes.
That's my foot, you idiot.
When is Valentine's Day?
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh. Did you have a good Valentine's Day?
Sure.
Did you forget it?
No.
Well, then you had a good Valentine's Day.
Yeah, you mean.
Uh,
Good something something.
Yep. Let's see.
Ooh, fortune cookie.
There you go. Well, there's a bunch of free stuff you could have gotten. We're not gonna.
Hey, we can do Friday Night Fortune. We haven't done that one.
Okay. Friday Night Fortune. I have two.
Wow, you just squirreled them.
Suspicion is the signature of incompetence. In bed.
At night. That's a weird perfume name, though.
The master doesn't take sides. Same as your spouse.
In bed.
In bed.
At night.
Yeah.
The greatest risk is not taking one.
Is that really it?
At
Okay.
We would like to play.
All right. The BBC.
All right, we blew 30 seconds. Great.
Perfect. The BBC has unearthed a rare interview with Michael Jackson and George Harrison that took place in 1979, 40 years ago, and have restored it. At one point, Michael asked George, "Did you guys always write your own stuff from the beginning?" George replies, "Well, John and Paul wrote right from before we ever made a record," prompting Michael to ask, "How did you manage that?" "I don't know," said Harrison. "They were clever little fellows." Guess you have to deal with a shitty English accent. Let's see.
I'm not sure which was worse, your Michael Jackson or your George Harrison.
I wasn't trying to do a Michael Jackson.
Oh.
Oh, great story from Philly.com. A running club chased down a guy who stole a laptop, computer, and cell phone from a University of Pennsylvania building. Kyle Cassidy, founding member of the Annenberg Lunchtime Running Group, said, "If this running club had been put on this earth for anything, it was that particular moment right there. Running's typically a useless sport where you turn fat cells into heat, but occasionally can be useful, and here was one of those opportunities." Once the running club realized what was happening, the members sprinted off after the suspect. Cassidy said it only took them about 30 seconds to catch up, at which point the thief tossed the laptop and cell phone in a yard and kept running, followed by members of the club until police showed to block his path. And Universal Pictures is doing a movie based on the book The Operator, about the former Navy SEAL who killed Osama bin Laden. The rep reports Lorne Michaels' production company will be producing the film. Also, it looks like...
Starring David Spade.
Yeah. It looks like there's been... By the way, I've only seen episode 1 so far, but Norm Macdonald on Netflix has kind of like a talk show type thing, which is basically Norm Macdonald Local Access. It's not bad. It's definitely like Norm Macdonald Local Access on Netflix, but it's not bad. Looks like there's been a problem for the sequel of Brad Pitt's World War Z, with Variety reporting budget for the film cannot be reached and pre-production work has been stopped. Oh, sad. You want to do our plugs?
We can. I was trying to find another story, but
Yeah.
of course nothing can be in order.
Yep. By the way, there's no host for the Oscars this year.
I'll do it.
It'll be the first time since 1989 that there's been nobody helping move the show along. By the way, who hosted the Oscars before and after 1989? In 1988, it was Chevy Chase.
Oh, jeez.
And the year after, 1990, it was Billy Crystal. You got it. Because, well, you can throw a rock at it, throw Billy Crystal at a map and hit a year you hosted the Oscars. Let's see.
I saw a story, and I don't remember the name of the ship, but some underwater like adventurers. Was it USS Hornet?
Yes.
Thank you.
Discover the.
They discovered the USS Hornet, which was an aircraft carrier back in World War II, yeah?
Yep.
And pretty much fully intact, but you can see the hole where the torpedo, whatever, hit it, got it.
Yep.
And there was still, like, stuff on the deck, too.
Kind of crazy.
Yeah, but they took a bunch of pictures, put it out there. I can't remember where I found it. I was going to look for
Bottom
it.
of the ocean?
I saw it on Live Science this afternoon.
Is that where? Well,
No,
that's not right.
nothing on that one?
No, you're not getting that one.
I'm not getting
I
that
won't give
one.
you the satisfaction.
All right, fine.
And it's like practically right side up.
It is.
It is. I think it was fully right side up.
I think it's listing a bit.
There was one aircraft that was located like 1,900 meters away, I think. Because I saw one pic.
Floated away.
Yeah, it might have just went.
I'm swimming for it.
Duh.
You can't stop me. Yeah, let's do shameless plugs because we only got about 4 minutes.
Okay.
So
YouTube.com/NSLSTV. We up to date there-ish?
Uh-huh.
All right. Facebook.com/NSLSTV.
Uh-huh.
Twitter.com/NSLSTV.
Yeah, we don't know why you should go there because there's
Things.
nothing ever there. Well, YouTube does. I
yeah.
always update YouTube because I took that as my baby.
NSLSTV@gmail.com.
If you
Email
have
us.
any ideas, if you have
At
anything you
all.
want to see,
Just email
a
us.
Deep Fried Friday thing.
Why not? It's a little early, but hey, why not? We can do it. We can do a Deep Fried Friday in the
If
summer.
you have something you'd like us to taste test. I actually had an idea about that.
We should do candy bars.
No, because my doctor would frown upon that.
Well, we'll wait for Pat to come back.
He would frown,
Who?
but he.
Wait
would,
for Pat to come back.
yeah, he
Who?
would frown. Who?
Oh, I see.
He would frown, but he wouldn't grimace.
Yeah. If there's anything you ever wanted to taste test or be like, I wonder what that is, or that can't possibly
Oh.
be good, I was thinking gas station food.
Okay. This sounds like
We've
a.
all eaten gas station food.
Now, it's not
Here's
like...
the thing. It's gotten better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has.
Like,
Now
when I
it's-
say it's gotten better, I just mean strictly Cumberland
Now,
Farms.
it's not a meat donut,
Okay.
like in Hawaii.
The
Because you can get,
Manapua?
yeah, you
Yeah.
can get meat donuts in Hawaii.
Yeah.
They're amazing.
Pretty amazing.
We made these wrong, but people like them, so keep doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first time Brad ever gave me one, the first time he went in 2011, he's like, here, eat this. I'm like, fuck, no.
You just got this from a gas station.
I'm like, I will not eat that. It's like, no, seriously, have it. I'm like, you just got gas station food. It's the first thing I'm going to eat in Hawaii, and you want me to eat this. He's like, just eat it. I'm like, fine. I'm going to be mad if it sucks. I'm like, oh my God, get me 10 more.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. They're
It was
really good.
pretty
Yeah,
amazing.
they're pretty amazing, yeah.
So what'd you learn?
That Pink's a crazy lady.
Cool.
No. I'm just reaffirming that.
She is kind of crazy.
I also learned that Chinese food on a Hawaiian bun, that's doable. Yeah.
Not so
And it's
bad.
filling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
very
bet.
filling. I bet. It's very starchy.
Who'd have thought all those carbs would fill you up?
Yeah, what did you learn today, Jay?
I didn't learn it today, but I did learn it this week.
Okay.
That if you own a Dodge product
Uh-huh.
and a sensor goes bad on the Dodge product in the transmission,
Yeah.
it will automatically default to second gear and not get out of it until you get it fixed.
Really?
Yes.
Was it just a sensor?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. That was just a sensor.
That is good.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I found 12 other things wrong with it at the
Did
same
you really?
time. I'll tell you after the show.
Oh, what's that? Brakes? Broken?
Yeah, but I don't have...
Suspension? Suspended.
Yeah, barely.
Steering?
She still needs love, but she still get me from A to B, so that's all that matters.
Nope.
Only when needed.
Gas? After Chinese?
Oh, boy, you have no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you have a Dodge product
Yep.
and the transmission just doesn't want to come out at second, no matter, like if you're at a dead stop and you go and it's just like,
Well, you shouldn't have
it's
gone
in
to
second
Dodge.
gear. Well,
That was your first problem.
but I got it for free.
Did you?
I did.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Did you have to pay money to get it?
No, I had to pay money to fix it.
Then it wasn't free now, was it?
Well, the vehicle was free. The repair was not.
Okay.
Big difference.
Is there?
There is.
Is there?
Well, if I gave you a plane but it was broken, you got the plane for free. You just have to pay to fix the plane to make it a plane again.
So it cost me to have an actual working plane.
Yeah, but you got the plane for free.
Like, if I give you an empty bottle of Snapple and I'm like, here's some Snapple, then you had to fill it with Snapple. It's not really...
But I still got the bottle.
Yes. You got a bottle, I guess. So, I'm going to go home And,
Masturbate?
no.
Play with the doggy?
You play with the puppy. Yeah. It got the new puppy smell ever since the bath.
It does have a new puppy smell.
I'm just
I
telling
learned that. Puppies have a new puppy smell.
They have a new puppy smell. You just got to give them a bath and they'll revert back to new puppy smell. That's important.